Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you are well on this day. Today, while I was asking which deck had the message for us, this popped out. So I'm using a card from this deck today. It's the Voice of Knowledge, the Toltec Wisdom from Don Miguel Ruiz and Janet Mills. And it's a beautiful deck. So these are the cards. So I'm going to see what we need to know today. And of course, we're still working with our light language code here of balance. And I have to say, it has been a balancing act this week in many ways and in many areas of life for me. And I expect and suspect many of you as well. And we are in Gemini season, so Gemini is about balance, so it's just been interesting how it's all kind of shown up. All right, what do we need to know today? And you know, sometimes that balance can be frustrating. Oh, there it is. I have felt a little bit of frustration this morning about some things, but you know, sometimes you just have to let it go because the frustration doesn't help you move forward on some days. Some days it helps you, give you that push. On a day like today, I don't feel that frustration is going to help. So if you've woken up in frustration, let it go, breathe, find the balance. All right. Our message, our suffering is true, but the reason why we suffer may not be true at all. Well, isn't that interesting, right? That's really the message behind frustration. Okay, frustration is really and anything that is creating your suffering is, and while it may be true, because it is real, you know, it's in this reality, the reason behind it all may not be true at all. And the reason behind much of our suffering is our thoughts, and our thoughts aren't always real. Our emotions are real. The voice of knowledge that makes us suffer is not. And so the voice of knowledge is that ego mind sometimes, and it's also the old memories, the old responses, the old beliefs. And today really is a day to perhaps go within a little bit, go into your heart, really step out of the problem, move away from the problem, fly out of the problem, move your energy away from the problem. That's what I'm hearing here. Move your energy away from the problem. And whatever the issue is, and whatever you're suffering today, move out of that, fly out of that. Separate yourself from it. And then you can really have a look within as to what is real and what is not. You know, so often we take things on that become our reality. But then, while they sometimes feel true in our human reality, underneath all that, they really aren't. And, you know, I really love the work of Byron Katie, where the self-inquiry allows you to see what's true and what's not. So ask yourself, you know, whatever you feel the issue is, whatever it is that is perhaps creating some suffering today, ask yourself, is it really true? Is it really true? And perhaps do a little bit of contemplation or meditation around that if you can't find solace in that. But the message today is some balance here. And if you do have a problem to work out, if you do have something that you need to solve, I've got a few things to solve today. Being in the problem is not going to solve them. You need to step outside of the problem, outside of whatever is creating this suffering for you. Remove yourself from it emotionally, energetically. And the answers will then come, and you'll be able to really find a way forward. Yeah, I think intuition is going to be quite high today. We've got a lot of purple. You see, we've got a lot of purple here, a lot of third eye. This is like third eye, I guess, but you know, because it's a heart. I don't know if that's an actual symbol for anything, but for me, it's saying it's your heart has the answers, not your your heart has the answers. So when we say here our emotions are real, yes, but the beliefs behind those emotions are not the ones that are making us suffer, are not real. So get into your heart today. Tune in to that higher energy, that higher knowledge, into your higher self. Tune into your higher self and try to gain some answers here. The overall message here is some balance. If you are in a frustrated mood, which is suffering, right? If you're not in joy and love, you're suffering. Well, if you are in anything less than love and joy today, step outside of whatever it is that is heavy for you today. Step outside of that to find the answer. That's the balance here. And once again, I've kind of got this gateway coming in here, making it self-known. It's telling me to turn it around. So today, be an open vessel. Open up to higher wisdom. Open up to greater wisdom here, and you will find the answers. You will find the answers. That will be the way forward. All right. Well, that was an interesting one for a Friday. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you tomorrow.